Hello friends, I do my class here online. So all my classes are online and this is where I do my class. So I thought, why not to talk to you from my class today? And my hair looks different too, isn't it? And, because of the lockdown, they were growing a lot and then my daughter gave me a haircut. So maybe they were a little short, but I thought it's okay. And she did a pretty good job, isn't it? So as I promised you that after 10th lesson I will do a question answer session, and today I'm here with some questions that some of you and some of the parents have asked me. So I'll go here one by one. Nisha has asked me what is the right age to start teaching kids music. So I would say whenever the kids are ready to sit down and listen. Some kids are ready at 4, some kids are not ready until 6. So this is the right age group between 4 and 6, wherever they start to sit down. And it's always good to try because some kids are very naughty and they don't want to sit down. But as soon as they come to music class, they settle down pretty easily. Somehow their brain or their feelings react to music differently than they react to other things in the world. So I would say that between 4 and 6, anytime it's good to try. And not to try just one time, 2 times. Give a try 1 month to 3 months. And most of the time I see kids really enjoy. Sometimes they don't want to pay attention. They are doing some drawing or something and still. But when I ask them to sing what I'm teaching, they respond really nicely. So it means they're absorbing. And everybody's learning style is different. So they might not look at me. They sing to themselves kind of. But when I ask them, can you sing like I'm teaching Vande Mataram in one of the class? And one of the girls so much into drawing on her book. And because of the online classes, I can't even say much. So I let her do whenever I'm teaching. Sometimes she sings, sometimes she doesn't. But then when I ask her to, can you sing the whole thing? And she sings it perfectly right. So I think it's working. So we have to see how the child is responding and go accordingly. So that's your answer, Nisha. And Madhulika, one of my friends, asked, I'm 50 years old, it's too late for me to start learning music. So I want to tell you, Madhulika, it's never too late. Actually, in advanced age, it's much better because our brain stops learning new things. It just doesn't want to learn any new thing. And to keep our brain alive, we have to keep pushing a little bit and keep teaching new things. And what can be better than music? Enjoy and learn. Also, we don't have a lot of stress of life, studies or household work so much after 50. So it's good to start at that time and thoroughly enjoy learning. I have several of the students who are advanced age and they do really good job about learning. They practice, they have time to practice, and it's fun to teach them, and I can see them how much they are enjoying learning music. So it's never too late. You can start anytime. And Shalini asked, I don't have a harmonium, how can I start my child music classes? So I will let you know, Shalini, that it's good to have a harmonium. And if you don't have harmonium, it's always good to have a small keyboard or something that can help so a child can just judge if they're doing the right notes or not. It's not good to sing with the keyboard, but suppose they are trying to say sare ga and just want to make sure sare ga is sounding right or not, they can play and check. But that's not the most important thing. What I do here, because everybody does not have harmonium, whatever I teach, I give them the recording. Like I do my classes on YouTube. I give them the recording and then I give them space in between to sing. So they have support and they listen and they copy. They listen and they copy. So that helps a lot. And so far I'm teaching from last 20 plus years and it has worked very well. And kids have no problem at all. They listen to the recording and they produce the same sound. And within a year and a half, they get enough control on the notes. So whenever they go wrong, they correct themselves. They know exactly when they are wrong. So that is the good thing to know, that their brain is getting trained. And once their brain is trained, they can correct themselves. Means I have awakened the guru within them. So that is the fun thing. I see them growing and learning and understanding music. Most important thing is to practice every day. And I have another question about practice. Uh, some of the parents asked me how much practice my child should do. So I will say, please make sure they practice every day. It's not about how much practice. What happens in the beginning, they are naughty and they have not tasted the joy of music yet. So it's really hard for them to sit down. And when the parents are really pushy, no, my child should sit down at least half an hour. I have seen parents, they say an hour. And they're young kids. So I think make sure they sit down every day. I tell them 5 to 10 minutes for the beginner students. Just 5 to 10 minutes, but do it every day. Once they start enjoying, they want to sing more and more. So that is the thing we need to follow. There's so much to do every day, and I know the parents are busy too. So it is hard to remember, but I feel like if you just make a proper timing, like when we go for several classes, a certain time the class starts. So we have to be there, a child has to be there. The same way, it's an everyday class, and it is 5 to 10 minutes class. Tell them, no, you have to sit down and you practice. And when they practice, just give them a good hug and say, yes, wonderful job, you sounded really good. And they get more and more excited. And this is how some of the parents are doing, and their children are doing really wonderful. So I'm sure it will work for other people too. Some people are very concerned about what is the right time to practice. Everybody says morning practice is very good. Some people say, 4 o'clock practice is very good. Of course, those are very good times to practice. But for small children, we cannot expect them to get up early in the morning and practice. Unless they have some kind of family atmosphere. Everybody's getting up and everybody's into music or something. So whenever their stomach is full, means they're not hungry and they're not too tired, that is the best time. So I suggest after evening snack, that's the best time to sit down and practice 5 to 10 minutes before they want to play. For the adult lessons, I would say whenever you feel relaxed and they can empty your mind, not to rush, just relax and enjoy your music. So that is the best time. How much to practice, how long to practice, it's really up to you. So practice as long as you are enjoying. And that's the most important thing. If we are not enjoying and we are making it like a chore and we are just practicing, it doesn't go very far. So make sure you're enjoying. Saili has asked me how to know my notes are correct when I'm singing at home. Saili, some people have natural instinct. They know when the notes are going right or wrong. And like I said earlier about the harmonium, if you have keyboard or harmonium, you can check with that. Or you have recordings. So listen to that recording, and that helps a lot. Another thing, listen to music a lot. I ask the parents, their kids are learning from me, please play classical music at home. It should not be loud. It should not be sit down and listen. It should be something going in the background almost every day. Little bit. And that goes unknowingly in the brain. And we start knowing when it's right and when it's not right. Some people don't have the sense of notes. I have seen very rarely those kind of people. And it takes very long. Sometimes it doesn't even work. But I have not seen those kind of people very often. So now you know that best way is to listen a lot of music, indulge into music, and then if you have harmonium, check with it. If you have keyboard, check with it. If nothing, then listen to the recordings, and that way to know when you're right and when you're not right. So I guess today we will stop here. Soon I will be starting another rag, maybe Bhairav. Please subscribe the channel and like the videos. I will be back with you very soon. Take care. Bye.